Thanks for checking out this haul video. Got more Vinegar Syndrome right here, and this is just going to end up becoming a thing because I'm collecting Vinegar Syndrome, and since I haven't until now, there's a lot that they already put out that I really want, so yeah. I won't be reviewing everything I show you in these haul videos because it's not all horror, and this is just a horror channel as far as reviews go and topics go for the most part, but I will be showing you the non-horror stuff that I do pick up, just in case you're kind of interested in that. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first one, not horror, is New York Ninja. This one, I already watched this. I already watched all the special features on it. I quite enjoyed it. It's very ridiculous. It's like 80s martial arts, but the special features is where it really, really shines because they have a whole making of, and this was literally a film that was basically lost. It was never even finished. There was no audio to it. It hadn't been edited together. It was just a bunch of footage. Vinegar Syndrome took it, and they got it for free actually because they were buying a bunch of other films from, I think it was 20th Century Studios, and it was just included in there. It wasn't even on the roster of what they were purchasing. They took it, they decided to put it together, they hired like voice actors, including like Cynthia Rothrock, Don the Dragon Wilson for people who know martial arts, Michael Berryman, which actually my favorite voice performance in this is Michael Berryman. He did an amazing job. Linnea Quigley as well. This film is fun. If you like old 80s ridiculous martial arts that's kind of like a so bad it's good, you will like this. Like I said, special features, amazing. But I'll read you what it says on the back. John is just an average man working as a sound technician for a New York City news station until one day his pregnant wife is brutally murdered while witnessing the kidnapping of a young woman in broad daylight. Turning to the police for help, John soon learns that the city is overrun with crime and the police are too busy to help. Dressing as a white ninja, John takes to the streets as a sword-wielding vigilante hell-bent on cleaning up the streets of the city he once loved by ridding it of muggers, pickpockets, rapists, and gang members. However, in John's quest for justice, he soon finds himself the target of every criminal in the city, including a mysterious villain known only as the Plutonium Killer, which is who Michael Berryman voices. Will John survive to become the hero that New York City so desperately needs? It's fun. Not going to read anything further on that, but definitely worth it. I think the stock when I bought this was pretty low on it, like under 300 maybe. So if you want it, get it quick. Also, I think I'm going to put a link in the description here where if you want to make your first time purchase from Vinegar Syndrome, you have to have not purchased from them before. If you make a first-time purchase and you spend over $30, you can get $5 off with the link, and it also like gives me points towards their rewards program thing. So no pressure. If you want to do it, cool. It's there for you. You can get $5 off. If not, whatever. But anyway, New York Ninja, good one. The next one is also not horror because I'm going to get all the non-horror out of the way first. And this one's a double feature. It looks like a lot of fun. Battle for the Lost Planet plus Mutant War. I saw the trailer. It's really dark. It's kind of hard to see. But I saw the trailer for this one, and it looked ridiculous. It looks like crappy, low-budget sci-fi, and I'm into it. I love so bad it's good films, so I'm in this one. I haven't watched any of this yet, but I will be soon. In Battle for the Lost Planet, rogue master thief Harry Trent, who, in an attempt to steal military secrets, found himself stranded alone in space for years, finally returns to Earth only to discover that the planet has been taken over by vicious gangs of alien mutants. Sounds fun. Finding himself forced into a fight for his life, Harry is soon discovered and taken in by a beautiful warrior and her resistance group who hope to outwit the extraterrestrial invaders and reclaim the planet. And then here's the synopsis for Mutant War. Mutant War continues the story, finding Harry still at odds with conquering aliens, but this time having to contend with an even deadlier enemy, another human. After meeting a young girl who begs him to help save her family, Harry learns of power-hungry, deviant Reinhardt Rex, a futuristic white slaver that kidnaps young women for breeding purposes. Wow. Can Harry outwit Reinhardt while still escaping the clutches of flesh-eating mutants? Sounds very interesting. I'm into it. Like I said, I watched the trailer. Looks like tons of fun. Into it. Alright, so there's that. Then we have... I don't know. People might want to see the alternate covers, because I did flip some of these. Here's the New York Ninja alternate cover. Also very fun. Cool. I like that one. Battle for the Lost Planet. This one looks like... It's like the original for when it actually came out, and man, it looks so ridiculous. It's like this giant, like, spider thing. Yeah, that looks ridiculous. So I flipped it, because... No, actually, this is the way this one was, but... Okay, so now the next one is horror. So these last three are horror. This one looks like a lot of fun. Saw the trailer for it. Bloodsuckers from Outer Space. It looks like a very fun, so bad it's good film, and it's horror. It's like alien zombies, basically. Looks awesome. I'll quickly show you what the alternate cover is. That also looks pretty fun. Has kind of like a like Invasion of the Body Snatchers type vibe to that. Anyway, let's read about this one. A mysterious and invisible alien presence has landed in rural Texas and has started turning the nearby townspeople into white-faced, bloodthirsty killers. As the local authorities begin to investigate the strange and violent goings-on, a photographer and his girlfriend find themselves trapped in the midst of an unexpected rural bloodbath, which seeks to turn them into another pair of bloodsuckers from outer space. So this has a making-of documentary in there, and I just know that that's going to be fun, because the way Vinegar Syndrome does their making-of documentaries, pure gold. Pure gold. This is what I love, especially like So Bad It's Good films. I love to hear the stories behind how they happened, and like any, side stories that people involved with it may have. It's cool. So very excited for this one. Then the second to last one, this one's been on my list, and I finally pulled the trigger and bought it. I love the cover on this one, and I love the trailer. It looks, again, like a So Bad It's Good film. This one is Bloodhook. Man, it looks ridiculous. But look at that. That's a great cover. Like, Bloodhook, looking awesome. And then the alternate one, which is like the old school one, is kind of fun. Oh, look, she's blood hooked. Yeah, so I'm very excited for this one. This is high on my list for excitement value. 17 years ago, Peter's grandfather went missing under mysterious circumstances. Now Peter and his friends have returned to the placid Wisconsin town to check out his inherited lake house and to partake in the annual Muskie Madness fishing competition. Soon after his arrival, Peter begins to sense that something isn't quite right, but none of his friends nor the local sheriff will believe him. But as townsfolk and tourists begin to disappear, Peter becomes determined to solve the mystery, as well as that of his grandfather's disappearance, and soon finds himself facing off against a fishhook-wielding madman. Literally in the trailer, there's like a giant fishhook that's cast out and catches onto a person and pulls them into the water. It looks like it's a serial killer who is literally fishing for humans who are in a fishing competition. Gold. It seems like it's going to be gold. Very excited. Does this have a making-of documentary? No. It has interviews. No making-of documentary, so that's kind of sad. But it does have interviews with people involved, so I'll get some good stories from that. And then moving on to the last one. If you had been keeping track of the superlative series that I've done with your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete for the 90s, there was one underrated film that I had on there. I think it was for like 98, 99, that it was hard to get. Like, I have it on DVD, but that was really hard to get when I got it. It looks like it's become a little more available recently on eBay, maybe because of the fact that Vinegar Syndrome just put this out. But this film is amazing. If you haven't seen it, it's totally worth owning. It literally is worth the blind buy from Vinegar Syndrome if you have the money for it. And that is Biozombie. Oh my god. I believe it's a South Korean film. Plus, I got the slipcover. The slipcover looks wild. It looks so good. This is like a purple. I know the colors don't show up the best, so like a green with a purple. And then you can kind of flip it, so how you have it on your shelf. So like, this is green text with pink, and then you have the green with pink text. Very cool. And then on the back, like, this is the alternate, which also looks really cool. And apparently people who are like members, who are subscribers, got like another slipcover for it that looks even cooler. Very cool. Anyway, and then these are just duplicated on the inside. So I flipped it to that one since this is going to be my primary, so, you know. So anyway, I will read you about Buy a Zombie. Highly recommend this film. So excited to finally have a Blu-ray of this one. Invincible and B are two wannabe gangsters who spend their days hanging around the mall selling bootleg DVDs. When they aren't committing petty crimes and trying to pick up girls, the two hoodlums run errands for their low-level triad boss. When one of these errands involves them picking up their boss's car from the mechanic, things take a turn for the two delinquents when they accidentally hit a man walking in the middle of the road. Trying to hide their crime, Invincible and B bring the man's body to the mall in order to figure out their next move. Little do they know that the man has been infected with an experimental bioweapon that has turned him into a zombie. When the man's corpse doesn't stay put, it's only a matter of time before the victims start piling up, and the mall soon becomes overrun by a zombie horde trapping a group of shoppers inside. Will Invincible and B step up to become heroes and save the day, or will their slacker nature get the best of them, dooming all inside? Yes. Did that sound fun? Did that sound interesting? It is. I'm trying to see here if they have commentary track, interviews. Yeah, video essay. Unfortunately, no making of, but I also didn't really assume that for a film that's not initially English language. But interviews, that'll be cool. I'm very excited about this. I'm so excited to watch this for the first time and see just how good it looks in comparison to the DVD I had. Because the DVD copy, that was put out by Tokyo Shock. They did a good job then, but I'm sure this is way cleaned up because that's what Vinegar Syndrome does. They do an amazing job. So anyway, those are my pickups. What films that Vinegar Syndrome has do you highly recommend that I should get? Just let me know. Also, reminder on me putting the code down in the description if you want to do that. Get $5 off your very first purchase. You can't have already been purchasing from Vinegar Syndrome in the past. So it's pretty limited. But anyway, let me know about your haul stuff. Let me know what you think about this stuff. Put it in the comments. Do me a favor, hit subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, hit the notification bell button because that's the best way to repay me. The subscribe, maybe. The notification bell button's just to, know when I'm putting up new videos. But regardless, I thank you for watching this video. And until next time, keep it brutal.